This is News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Tom Corliss of WDWNT.com. Please like this video, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell to make sure you never miss the latest from the Disney theme parks all around the world. Here now, the news for November 6th, 2023. A little bit of housekeeping first. Number one, I know people are going to ask, so yeah, we did it. It happened. Completed the 10K and the half marathon, so the 2-course challenge, and I got my Figment medal. We did the thing. Thank you to everyone who sent wishful thoughts the last couple weeks. We're rooting for us, and and congratulated me since then. Thank you very much. We did it. I'm going to wear this the rest of the show and hurt my neck. That's what we're going to do. But first, who brings us this week's show? Well, it's these things that are sitting on my desk. Do you have an unnatural compulsion to open the My Disney Experience app or the Disneyland app and check Disney attraction wait times when you're sitting at home? Well, now, thanks to the minds behind MagicBandReaders.com, you can get your very own park-inspired wait time sign to display on your desk, countertop, or wherever you feel the need to check the wait times. These wait time signs wirelessly connect to the internet and display the actual posted wait time of your favorite attraction, and you can select from a number of attractions at the park, and the sign will show you the actual wait time in real time. In fact, has all of them. If you're counting the days to your next trip, the display can be configured as a vacation countdown to your departure date or as a simple clock, both 12 and 24-hour formats available. The vacation countdown feature will even remind you when it's time to make your dining reservations at the 60-day mark. And if you purchase before December 31st, a special additional feature will be included free of charge. In addition to attraction wait times, you'll also get character meet and greet wait times as well. And because these wait time signs are internet connected, they can be updated automatically as new rides and experiences and attractions are opened at the park, so they'll never be out of date. There are 6 different designs available for the Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom, and Walt Disney World, as well as Disneyland and California Adventure in Anaheim. And each wait time sign has the ability to select one attraction from all the attractions available at that park. And if you order through our link, which we're showing you now, and use promo code NEWS15, you'll save 15% off the regular price of all wait time signs and as well any of those Magic Band readers that are available. These are pretty cool. I think they're neat. Alice in Wonderland's 30. I just knocked one over. Alice in Wonderland, a great ad where I broke the product. No, see, it's sturdy. There's no damage. Look at that. Alice in Wonderland's 30 minutes. Astro Orbiter, 35. I wonder what the Astro Orbiter at Walt Disney World is, because the Orbiter, they're spelled differently. It's a weird thing. I talk about it all the time. Ignore my delusions. Let's get instead, go get one. So you can check the Orbiter versus the Orbiter wait times. Anyway, let's get to the news, shall we? Oh, man. As work continues to transform the former Splash Mountain into the upcoming Tiana's Bayou adventure, we spotted new posters have been added to the construction walls of Magic Kingdom. These posters can be found on the brown construction walls of the reimagined attraction, occasionally layered together. We spotted 2 new posters in total. This poster reads Tiana's Foods, established 1927, family recipes, quality ingredients, and a dash of magic that turns every gathering into a party. Coming soon. Poster includes illustrations of various ingredients like spices, peppers, and what could be salt or flour. The other poster reads Tiana's Foods, established 1927, family recipes, quality ingredients, and a dash of magic that turns neighbors into fine friends. Coming soon. The illustration of this poster includes sauces and peppers. More details for the Cinderella Castle transformation moment called Frozen Holiday Surprise, as well as its showtimes, have been released for the Magic Kingdom. Nightly at the Magic Kingdom starting November 7th and twice nightly during Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, guests can join Olaf and over 100 of his Snogy siblings as they transform Cinderella Castle with garlands, ornaments, and wreaths. After that, Anna, Elsa, and Kristoff will arrive on stage dressed in new festive costumes. The transformation will be complete once Elsa adds the finishing touches with her icy magic, turning Cinderella Castle into an ice palace, presumably inspired by her own. Guests will be able to see the castle show moment nightly at 6:15 p.m. with a second showing at 8:15 p.m. on Christmas party nights. Though not directly inspired by Frozen, of course, formerly the Cinderella Castle Dream Lights were on the castle. These were physical lights that are available for many years. Towards the end of their run, there was a lighting moment hosted by the Frozen characters, Frozen Holiday Wish. But of course, the lights are gone and so is that show. So we get this new projection version, if you will, starting in a few days' time. We'll see how it is. Disney has released more entertainment showtimes for their holiday offerings, this time specifically for Disney Jollywood Nights at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Disney Holidays in Hollywood, the stage show will be presented at 8:45, 9:45, 10:45, and 11:45. It'll take place at the Theater of the Stars. This is the show hosted by Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy, and also features Mickey, Minnie, Tiana, and Belle. What's This? Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas Sing-Along will be presented 4 times at 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, and 11:30. And Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam, the returning fireworks nighttime spectacular, whatever you want to call it, will perform at 12:30 a.m. So essentially a way to close out your evening. Of course, we will be there at the first Jollywood Nights coming up in just a few days' time. We got a whole legion of WDWNT reporters ready to descend on the park to bring you each and every one of those offerings and more. So stay tuned. Disney has finally started to replace those crusty old MuppetVision 3D seats at Disney's Hollywood studios. You may remember over the past several months we've shown you these seats. They were in probably the worst shape I've seen of any theater at any Disney park in the world at any point in time, I would dare say. The armrests were totally, the finish was taken off of the armrests. But nonetheless, finally they have started to replace these. There are fresh new bright red pleather upholstery on many of the seats. The armrests between the seats have also they've been replaced or polished up, one of the two. We're seeing a lot of money at MuppetVision, which is great. It's a good sign that this is going to stay. They're replacing the seats, they put new banners. They replaced the kind of aging banners outside. And then, of course, just a couple weeks ago, we talked about here on the show, the new projection mapping effect of Waldo, the Spirit of 3D. They put on the wall. So this is kind of an unadvertised refurbishment, right? Definitely some TLC going, and this is wonderful. This is what we want to see. This is a tremendous attraction, perhaps the greatest work of Jim Henson's career. I know that's a lot to say, but I think it's a culmination of a career's worth of work for him, and it's a legendary park attraction that deserves to look pristine and beautiful and the best it can look. So good to see, and I know, I'm sure like many of you, I'm relieved to know that we probably have many, many more years of the original MuppetVision, or maybe it just stays forever. I'd be cool with that too. This program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, Be Our Guest Vacations. Your dream vacation begins with Be Our Guest Vacations and their concierge team of expert vacation planners. Head on over to beourguestvacations.com/WDWNT, and their team will design your next magical vacation, whether it's the Walt Disney World Resort, where you could ride the Astro Arbiter, or the Disneyland Resort, where you could ride the Astro Arbiter. From the Disney Cruise Line to Adventures by Disney and more. They're also able to book unforgettable VIP tours where you and your group can experience the ultimate park day where you could skip the line at any Orbiter or tour. The best part is their concierge services are 100% free, so book today. I'll just amuse myself. Walt Disney World has released its special menus for the holiday season. If you want to see the full giant list of sweets, treats, dishes, and desserts, you can head on over to WDWNT.com. A 22-year-old Kentucky man was arrested for secretly filming someone using the bathroom at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa last month. It's a lesson that even at one of Disney World's most high-end hotels, crimes can still happen. The situation that led to Clayton Snyder's arrest and his third-degree felony video voyeurism charge unfolded on October 6th. Snyder has denied the allegations, and his attorney did not respond to a message for comment last Wednesday. The unidentified male victim, who was older than 19, according to the Orange County Sheriff's report, had been eating dinner with his family at the Grand Floridian Cafe when he left to go to the bathroom. In the bathroom, the victim said a stranger sneakily photographed him over the stall while the victim was going to the bathroom. The victim described the stranger as wearing black slip-on Skechers. The victim went back to the cafe and described what happened to his family. At the Grand Floridian, there was a confrontation with Snyder in the bathroom as the victim returned to the restroom. It's unclear who from the family said what because the Orange County Sheriff's arrest report is redacted, but Snyder aloofly answered no, the report said, when he was asked if he had photographed the victim. Snyder refused to hand over his phone, though. Snyder left the bathroom and the family alerted Disney cast members. Law enforcement was notified as well, and Snyder, who wore black Skechers, allowed an official to look at the photographs in the main album of his phone, and nothing suspicious turned up at first. However, then officials found a recently deleted album on the phone and discovered the evidence they were looking for, says the sheriff's report. The last item in the deleted album was a video which, according to the report, depicted an adolescent Caucasian male sitting on a toilet in a bathroom stall. From the perspective of the video, it was clear that it had been taken from an elevated position over the divider. The young male had his shorts down around his ankles and was wearing a blue shirt. Authorities said the young male in the video was clearly the victim. Snyder requested an attorney, which ended his sheriff's interview. His iPhone in a Lilo and Stitch case ran out of battery, and Snyder refused to give authorities his passcode for his Apple Watch. Quote, both items were placed in evidence, the arrest report states. Based upon the investigation and the totality of circumstances, there is probable cause to believe Clayton engaged in video voyeurism, justifying a physical arrest. Snyder was taken to Orange County Jail. I know these aren't fun stories to read, but it's something to be aware of, right? I think sometimes, you know, obviously Disney is a very happy place and comparatively a very safe place. But that doesn't mean people, you know, in the world won't take advantage of that. So it's important to remember that. You know, we talked about the same thing. We talked about people leaving their valuables in their stroller. Yeah, don't do that, right? You should still assume that there could be one bad egg, and right, and one, you know, one is enough. That's all it takes to ruin everything. So keep that in mind. Guest rooms at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort have been receiving what we'd consider largely a soft goods update. And we had the chance to stay in and tour one of the remodeled Fifth Sleeper rooms to check out all the changes. You can watch the room tour right here on our channel, or you could go through a photo tour at WDWNT.com. But Walt Disney World has been updating guest rooms resort-wide, and earlier this summer, we toured one of the new Little Mermaid rooms of the resort, which you could also watch a tour of right here on the channel. Those are located in the Trinidad section that used to be occupied by the former Pirates of the Caribbean themed rooms. But once that was completed, Disney quietly moved to the other buildings around the resort for updates. Disney has yet to announce this update to guests in any way, shape, or form. The photos on the Walt Disney World website still show the old non-updated rooms, but we were told upon check-in that indeed, if you stay at Caribbean Beach, you will get one of the two new room types. You will either get Little Mermaid, or you will get one of these new soft goods update rooms, where the biggest change is they took the carpet off the floor and put the new bed frames in. But if you want a real breakdown of everything that changed in the room, I do that all in that video tour of the room. If you're staying at Caribbean Beach, it's worth watching the two, because you may prefer one to the other. I think you're going to prefer the Mermaid one, and I think someday, this is just a theory, I think at some point they will be different booking categories. I believe perhaps you will be able to book Little Mermaid specifically, but until then, if you're staying at Caribbean Beach, you may want to, you know, ask for one over the other when you check in or prior to checking in. So it's worth taking a look. On Thursday, November 1st, Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground introduced Bluey to Walt Disney World in the form of a scavenger hunt. But as of November 4th, the hunt was discontinued, at least temporarily, but I assume at this point it's going to be permanently. The Healer Family Hide-and-Seek Scavenger Hunt marked the first official use of Bluey at any Disney park around the world. And while the reasons behind the discontinuation are unknown, here's what we've heard at this point. Essentially, it is believed that while Disney owns the broadcasting rights to Bluey, they do not own any other rights whatsoever. So they do not own the rights to have any sort of offering at their parks or resorts, right? And supposedly, I think it's the BBC, does have those rights. And so the assumption is, and the rumor that's gone around Fort Wilderness, is that Disney Legal jumped in before anything could happen and said, maybe don't do this, right? The thing you have to remember is, look, the recreation teams at the hotel, they are phenomenal at every resort. They do such a great job keeping guests entertained all day long. And in an effort to keep guests continually entertained, they update these scavenger hunts and things regularly, and not really with any supervision, because it's generally not needed. But in this case, the assumption was made that Disney could, any Disney entity could use the Bluey characters, and I think that wasn't true, and you know, a mistake was made. And so, unfortunately, this came to an end, but I'm sure the excellent recreation team at Fort will come up with a replacement that is as good, if not better. It's sad, because I know people are very excited to have, I mean, it's a very popular program, and people were excited to have something at Disney World related to Bluey, but it doesn't seem like that's in the cards. Well, on a recent visit to Disneyland Park, we spotted a familiar face from a Goofy movie in a new prop in Mickey's Toontown. It's a Powerline prop. A Powerline tarp was added to the Goofy's How to Play yard. It's currently closed for refurbishment, closed on October 30th. As part of the refurb, a new decorative element featuring Powerline was added. The new addition appears to be hanging over the small treehouse in the yard next to the slides. You may remember we have a whole video tour right here on the channel. You may remember when this opened that was kind of uncovered. And they've been doing these rolling refurbishments to finally finish Toontown, even though it opened officially in March of this year. So this is another thing that just was unfinished. Maybe the props didn't arrive in time. Maybe they decided that, they needed more shade up there. Whatever the case may be, there's now this big Powerline tarp that you'll find in Toontown. Of course, Powerline also represented in several other ways in the new Mickey's Toontown. Some of the Powerline music is featured in the background music loop, and as well the Power Limes are in the queue of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, but are also available as a product you can buy and eat. Disneyland Resort Magic Key holders can enjoy various special offerings before and during the resort's holiday season, which officially begins on November 10th. We already shared a look at the Viva Navidad tote bag, available while supplies last at the Silly Symphony Swings. A special Viva Navidad PhotoPass Magic Shot will also be available with a complimentary download to Magic Key holders before becoming available to all guests through November 14th. This magic shot will be with PhotoPass photographers before dusk in the World of Color viewing area closest to the Golden Zephyr. Starting on November 15th, Magic Key holders can visit the same World of Color viewing area for a new Disney Festival of the Holidays magic shot. Another exclusive PhotoPass magic shot inspired by Wish will be available to Magic Key holders at Disneyland Park. Magic Key holders can access the magic shot until dusk with PhotoPass photographers across from the Matterhorn bobsleds through November 30th. Asha from Wish, of course, will begin meeting at Disneyland Park on November 22nd. Starting on November 10th, Magic Key holders will have the opportunity to purchase a festive stainless steel insulated tumbler at select quick service locations. These are limited to one per Magic Key holder. And Magic Key holders will be able to purchase a specially priced Sip and Savor Pass with a commemorative Magic Key lanyard during the Disney Festival of the Holidays at California Adventure. The Sip and Savor Pass provides 8 entitlement tabs that can be redeemed for select food and non-alcoholic beverages. Also starting on November 10th, a special Magic Key holder Festival of the Holidays hooded sweatshirt will be available for purchase. A semi-secluded dining area with a festive photo backdrop will be available exclusively for Magic Key holders near the entrance to Avengers Campus. They've done this at other festivals. It's a nice little thing. It's not much. It's literally just essentially a covered place to stand and eat, but sometimes the park is so busy that it's very, very welcome. While the Villas at the Disneyland Hotel officially opened a few weeks back, it did not open with its new dining venue. However, as of November 2nd, guests can now dine at the Palm Breeze Bar, offering new dishes and drinks to those either staying on the premises or just passing by. We, of course, went to check out what the location has to offer and have a review of a majority of the menu items. You can watch a video of that. Megan did a great job. That's right here on our YouTube channel. You can also read the review at DisneylandNewsToday.com. We tried almost everything, I think. It's a big menu, too. If you've got a knack for building things and a love for Disney parks, you'll no doubt love these new build-your-own toys coming soon to the Tokyo Disney Resort. Both of these toys are set to release on November 16th and can be purchased at Toy Station, in World Bazaar, at Tokyo Disneyland, or through the Tokyo Disney Resort app. There's a Big Thunder Mountain Train Engine assembly toy. You can assemble and disassemble this Big Thunder Mountain Train Engine thanks to the included tools. The train engine looks just like the one from the ride, and all the pieces you need to assemble the figure come included. And once built, it stands approximately about 3.5 inches tall. They're pretty big. There's also Mickey's car from Toontown available. It's the same thing, but just Mickey's car. Very, very cute. Tokyo always killing it with the merchandise. And of course, the Christmas season just beginning at Tokyo Disney Resort. We have coverage of that probably by the time you're watching that already up at WDWNT.com. And right here on the channel, there'll be some videos as well. For the absolute latest on all these stories and all that didn't make it into today's show, be sure to check WDWNT.com and follow us on all your favorite social media platforms. You can support the entire team behind this show and others by joining the WDWNT Interglobe Society at patreon.com/WDWNT. Get access to exclusive content, discounted show and event tickets, early access to the WDWNT podcast, and actually even watch us record it live and interact with us while we do it. Special shout out to all of our WIGS members watching who make the show happen every week. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Tom Corliss saying, enjoy the rest of your today and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. And now I'm going to go elevate my legs again.
Now on WDWNT TV, it's Boxed In. Boxed In is a casually chaotic show featuring WDWNT personalities Eric Morton and Jill Diffendahl, unboxing Disney merchandise and viewer packages, along with a few friends and a bossy little Pomeranian. So smash that like button, subscribe and comment, and keep up with the new Disney merchandise releases, seasonal releases, festival merchandise, limited edition merchandise, wishables, pins, and more. Join us Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern on WDWNT TV.